define gender strictly based on biological sex at birth. Guys, the fact that we're having this fucking conversation blows my mind, alright? Two sexes, male, female. Everything else, keep your private life to yourself. And the military, damn sure, is not the place for it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time watching me, Jay Dolius, retired U.S. Army Green Beret, and the intent behind this channel is to coach, teach, and mentor the next generation of Special Forces soldiers. Guys, Trump military is starting to take shape. There's a lot of things happening. All right, I'm talking about DEI being removed, ban of transgender individuals. All right, and on top of that, shit ton of generals are getting fired, security clearance being removed. This segment is brought to you by Barbell Apparel. I've been working with these guys now for a few weeks, and I can tell you right now, I love all the products, all right? And if you're not familiar with them, guys, you can go on their website. The link will be in the pinned comment and also in the description box. You can go to barbellapparel.com. You can see all the different items that they have over here on the website, guys. Everything from t-shirts to pants to hoodies, all right? If you buy anything right now, adding up to $99, you will get a free hoodie similar to what I am wearing right now. All right. And guys, I can tell you right now, when you purchase from them, they have a guarantee like no other. With Barbell, guys, they'll do everything they can to make sure you as a customer is satisfied with your product. If any issues come up, they will repair or replace the product that is in question. I can tell you right now, guys, I'm 100% happy with these individuals and wearing and sporting their gear. All right, if you're interested, the link will be in the description box. Let's get back to this video. I just wanted to speak with you guys about two specific incidents and get you guys' feedback. But before we jump into that, guys, keep in mind, if you are looking to go towards Special Forces and become a badass, greenberetchronicles.com. I'll do the best that I can to coach, teach, and mentor you to the process to make sure you're successful. Again, greenberetchronicles.com. All right, so guys, the first one. President Trump has signed an executive order dismantling federal DEI initiative, replacing them with MEI-focused policies. The new approach prioritizes hiring and promoting based on merit instead of diversity. All right, this one hits home, guys, because a few years back, the Special Forces selection process and the Special Forces qualification course was greatly modified to allow individuals to get through. And I know my Special Forces brothers out there can relate to this, but when I went through Special Forces assessment and selection back in 2008, the hardest part of that course for me was 3 hours of rifle PT and 3 hours of log PT. I would go as far as to say the most amount of individuals that quit that course, they probably quit right then and there doing those iterations. I was 25 when I went through, the best shape of my life, and rifle PT crushed me and log PT destroyed me. All right, and that was day one. Guess what, guys? Fast forward a few years and those two events were removed from selection. And on top of that, the trek, the 34-miler that we typically do towards the back end of selection after team week, after you just gotten your shit pushed in for 3 weeks, that event was also modified. To this day, guys, probably the two hardest event that I did when I went through selection, log and rifle PT, and then the trek towards the back end of the course, modified. Why would they do that? Well, guess what? Fast forward a couple of years later, after those changes were made, an executive order came out allowing females to join combat arms MOSs. Prior to that, females were limited to combat support roles. So the timing is kind of suspect. You go through and remove a bunch of hard shit out of Special Forces assessment and selection and the qualification course, and then a couple of years later, females are being allowed to serve in what used to be only male type jobs, right? I'm not a big fan of coincidences, right? So that plan was executed to the T. I'm hoping now that Trump is starting to undo a lot of those policies, we'll go back to doing log and rifle PT at selection. We'll go back to doing the trek, all right? And if you've recently been to Special Forces Assessment and Selection, let me know in the comment section below, guys. All they doing the long range movement towards the back end of selection, right? But now that things are being changed back to where they used to be, I'm hoping SFAS will go back to where it used to be, guys, with, hell, if anything, just log and rifle PT, right? Those two things crush my soul, and I'm tired of saying I went to the last hard selection class, right? Put those back in so everybody can get the same joy and abuse that I got when I went through. The next one that I'm very excited about, guys, is President Trump abolished transgender policies in federal institutions, right? President Trump has signed an executive order that eliminates federal policies and protection related to transgender individuals, including those concerning healthcare, education, and military service. The order seeks to define gender strictly based on biological sex at birth. Guys, the fact that we're having this fucking conversation blows my mind, right? Two sexes, male, female. Everything else, keep your private life to yourself. And the military, damn sure, is not the place for it. For the past 4 years, we've been the laughing stock of the fucking world, right? With all sorts of freaking rainbow flags and all sorts of shit flying on military installation. This is not the place for it. So I'm very happy that this is being taken care of, right? We've had, pretty high-ranking individuals standing on fucking stages, used to be male, but now they're females, and they're talking about the process that they went through. Hell, the military was paying for people to, freaking change their sex, right? Transition. Dude, this fucking bizarre world, right? So the fact that this is being right makes me fucking happy, and I'm looking forward to see what the military is going to look like with all these new policies in place. And just the other day, I heard Pete Hegseth talking, and he mentioned Fort Bragg and Fort Benning, right? He's not using, Fort Liberty or Fort whatever Fort Benning is being called now. He's using the old name. So I'm hoping another executive order is going to come out changing those bases back to their original name. It's going to be expensive, right? But I think it's the right thing to do for all the soldiers that have served on those installations, and for those that have given their lives and made the ultimate sacrifice that used to serve at these installations, right? I think it's the right thing to do, all right? I'm looking forward to that change also. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here, guys, knock this one out. I love the way Trump's military is shaping up. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Look forward to hearing from you guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves.